Okay, up in the parts department. So this is the NOS 3940 brake cable that I bought. And you can see how it goes all the way down to here. It's got the oiler with it because it's 39, first year of the oiler. It has the civilian nickel-plated cap instead of the military parkerized ones. Because a military bike would look like that. They're all blacked out. So this has the inner in it, obviously. And then over here, it has the oiler on the end of it because the cable stuck up in the air on the early bike. It came around like this. And to keep the water from going down the cable, they put an oiler. They put a little. It's not an oiler. It's actually a seal. There's a little felt inside of the end of the nut here, packing nut. It tightens down and pinches it. So that's the early one. Now, they quit using that in 40 because 41 they eliminated, went to a different design. The cable came from the top, so they eliminated that oiler. It's different. Okay, now this cable here, which was 60 inches long, I think is the number I had. You can see how it's a little bit longer on the end there. And then you hold it there. You go like this, hold the two together. And you can see how it's about a foot longer than the other one. So it sticks out quite a bit longer. And that would be correct for a hand clutch cable. So pull out my parts book here, and this is the clutch cable right here for the hand clutch. So you can see how the hand clutch worked in here. Got a real long housing. This went on the back of the frame on the 45 bike, and then this here went through the clutch arm. It came up vertical like this, went up and down like that. And that's what that did. So that's how it worked. And this went on the right side of the bike because the left side is where the brake lever was at. So that's how they did it. Later on they came out with a mouse strap like this, and they put this on the left side, and they put the brake lever onto the other side, the conventional side. That was later on. That was really late model bikes, 52. They did that. This one here is from the 30s. This setup here is 41. But they had hand clutch available even back in the late 30s also. And the clutch arm would be right here that worked pulled against. So this is the stock foot clutch cable here. The same mounting holes there as where this mounting hole here is here. Same thing. They actually stack on top of each other again, both on the bike at the same time. The foot clutch is right here, rocker clutch. And my military bike has both of them on there. And you just pull it one with the hand and would pull the lever in instead of using your foot. And they did not use that for shifting. They used it for when you're in mud and dirt and snow. Or a really steep hill. You're off the bike pushing it and you're working with your hand back and forth. Now how do you work a throttle and a clutch lever together? Practice. Being a 45, you just pretty much turn it wide open and leave it there because it doesn't have any power anyway. But anyway, that's what this setup is for. And that is what this housing is for. So on my military bike, I had to make the cable because I didn't have it. I had a lot of brake cables, didn't have any of the clutch cables. So what I did was I took two of these, which I had a bunches of at that time. I brazed them together. That gave me an adapter. Then I took a brake cable and cut off about this much of it. And I made my cable. And so this one here is the correct one. So that would give me all the parts I need. So I have several of these complete clutch assemblies, but the cable is the part that I've always been missing. I think I've only gotten one all the years I've had it. I probably got 5 or 10 of these things in pieces, I bet. But so now this gives me an original outer, and right here you can see where the oiler would be attached, because that's where the oiler goes. See right here? It's a little zerk basically is what that is. That would go right there. So this was made to use an oiler. Most of the bikes had oilers on them. And right here you can see it. There's the oiler right there. They don't have a number on it, but you can see it's in the book. So this is correct right here for doing that. So on the front brake they would have they would show all that stuff. The brake is further down in the book here. There's your front brake, and you see there's the oiler right there. And you can see how they ran it further down on the cable, quite a bit further. So this one in the book obviously shows you it's really close. And this one's really close here also. And you can see the distance, how this one's really far away, just like I showed in the book. So this is definitely a hand clutch cable. This proves it, no doubt about it. So that is what that is. Really, really hard part to come by. So this one's a real nice original one. I like that. All right, another good part for one of my military bikes. I like that stuff.